News.
And on to COVID-19 numbers now, and the country has recorded the highest number ever of deaths related to the deadly coronavirus in a single day. Statistics provided by the Ministry of Health show that 28 people died over the last 24 hours, while the number of new infections was 1,354 over the same time. As Beldeen Waliaula reports, the government has clarified that getting a jab does not make one immune to the virus.
Once again, the daily COVID-19 numbers released Friday was not encouraging. It shows that the situation is getting out of hand. According to the health CS, Dr. Mercy Mwangangi, the number of patients in need of critical care services has been increasing in the recent days. For instance, by yesterday, the number of patients admitted to various ICU was 114. Today, the number shot up to 123. Many of these are on supplemental oxygen. But the most worrying statistics released Friday was on the number of deaths arising from COVID-19 complications.
Today, 28 patients have lost their lives to this disease. Today's number is not just the highest this year, but is also the highest we have recorded since the virus was first reported in Kenya over a year ago.
And this was not enough. The ministry also announced that 1,354 people had tested positive in the last 24 hours from a sample of 7,732. The new infections reflect a positivity rate of 17.5%.
830 are admitted in various health facilities, while 2,332 are on home-based isolation care.
The Ministry of Health says the high numbers are worrying and Kenyans need to be more cautious.
Nairobi continues to lead with 717 cases, Nakuru having 174.
Besides these counties, Nyeri County is also experiencing a surge of infections with their positivity rate hitting 25%. Meanwhile, questions have been raised on the effectiveness of the COVID-19 jab being administered in the country. This is after Meru Governor Kiraitu Murungi tested positive for COVID-19, even after receiving his first jab of AstraZeneca vaccine on 8th March.
Our Governor, His Excellency Kiraitu Murungi, has also tested positive.
Dr. Mercy Mwangangi says getting the jab does not mean one is immune to infection.
You getting the jab does not mean that you cannot get COVID-19. That's one. You getting the jab, and this is very important, you receiving the jab does not mean that you cannot transmit COVID-19.
This vaccine, their utility, or where they were found to be of best use, is to stop progression to severe disease and therefore less hospitalization.
The government maintains that the only way to control the spread of the virus is by adhering to containment measures. Beldeen Waliaula, KTN News.
All right, and on that note, we're going to take a short break. But before that, remember, on the other side, we have more news, including Agnes Kavindu. Find out who she is. She is the winner of the Machakos senatorial by-election. But let's find out more about her on the other side. Do stay tuned.